In Creo Parametric, you can create a symmetry recognition feature within flexible modeling, and this helps you propagate changes throughout your model. Here I have a part model. If you take a look in the model tree, I have an import feature, and flexible modeling is very convenient for imported geometry, but also very convenient for native geometry when you have a very complicated model and you want to make changes without regard to the history of the part. Let's go to the Flexible Modeling tab. Here is the Symmetry Recognition command. I will click on it, and here you can see from the References tab in the dashboard where you can pick your seed geometry, and you can either pick two seed surfaces or a seed surface and a symmetry plane. I'm going to start off by selecting two seed surfaces. Let me pick this surface, and then I will hold down the Control key and pick this surface over here. In the dashboard, you'll see that we have two different choices in here. You have identical and similar. And the difference between the two of these options is that similar is a little more lenient. It's a little bit more flexible. When you use the similar option, the seed surfaces don't have to have boundary edges that are symmetric as well. So now let's hit the check mark in order to complete the feature. And this automatically created a datum plane for symmetry in the model. Let's expand the symmetry recognition feature. Here you can see DTM1 that was created, and that's very useful. I'm going to use that in a moment. And there are two different members of this symmetry recognition feature. So here you can see the member on the left-hand side, and it took the seed surface and then propagated its search in order to select the other connected surfaces that are also symmetric. And here is the member over on the right-hand side. Now let's use the other method for creating a symmetry recognition feature. Let me click on the command in the ribbon, and this time I'm going to select a seed surface, and I'll hold down the Control key and pick that datum plane that was created. You can see that it is doing some thinking. Now let's hit the check mark in order to complete the feature and expand the junction box in the model tree. Here we have another datum plane that was created, and here we have the member on the left-hand side. And again, you'll notice that it propagated to figure out all the adjoining geometry that is also symmetric to geometry on the right-hand side of the part. And let's see what you can do with this symmetry recognition feature. I'm going to make a very simple change to this part model. Let me select this surface and hold down the Control key and select that surface. And then from the mini toolbar, I will choose the Flexible Move tool. I'm going to pick this surface to locate the 3D dragger, just so I can get some dimensions here in the model. Hey, let's change this to a value that is big enough to see. And now I will hit the check mark. And so we've got our move feature created in the model. If I right click on this, I can get to the mini toolbar and choose to pattern this. And when I choose the pattern command, it automatically chooses a reference pattern because it recognizes that this flexible move feature is part of a symmetry recognition feature. And if I hit the check mark, well, it ends up modifying over on the right-hand side of the part. So that's how you can create a symmetry recognition feature and then use it in a reference pattern.